Ladies and gents, in today's video, we're going to talk about the glaive, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can craft a perfect weapon of destruction, okay? You're going to be running around and slicing everything to pieces, and you're going to look extremely good while doing it, okay? So let's not waste time and take a look at the perks. We're going to talk about two play styles, and depending on which one you're looking for, I'm going to tell you which perks you should use. The first style we're going to talk about is going to be melee and mid-range combat. So if you're looking for something in the middle, not just melee combat, this is going to be the perks that you want to go for. The first perk is going to be lightweight emitter. Increases reload speed, slightly increases handling speed, and decreases shield duration. Now, after a lot of testing, I can tell you guys that this is the perfect balance here. You don't really sacrifice a lot of shield duration. However, you do get slightly increased handling, which really helps with the glaive, and increased reload speed. After using this weapon non-stop, I can tell you that reload speed comes in really handy. And yes, there are some perks that you can use for it down the line in the third and fourth column, but honestly, it's not worth it, and you will see why. Now let's move on to the second one right here, and I'm going to be using light mag. Increases reload speed and slightly increases range. Both of these perks are very useful. Some people like to slap on extended mag, but it only takes 5 ammo to 6, and in my humble opinion, it's really not worth it. Now this is where the fun begins. Impulse amplifier massively increases projectile velocity, substantially increases reload speed. Once again, we're focusing on that reload speed just so you can feel like an absolute ninja out in the battlefield. And above all, the impulse amplifier gives you huge increase in projectile velocity, and this will give you the ability to land those shots easier and faster. Overall, this is a perfect perk for the glaive. It's almost like it was created for the glaive, and there's literally no reason for you to not slap this bad boy on. Once again, there are some other options, but they are definitely not on the same level for the glaive as impulse amplifier, especially if you're looking for that mid-range combat. Don't overthink it, just slap it on and you'll see what I mean. It makes it just so much better. And finally, in the last one, we're going to be using unstoppable force. Blocking damage with your shield increases projectile damage for a short time. And this is very cool. So for example, you're getting shot at, you use your shield and you start shooting the enemy, you're going to get around 30% damage increase. As you can see right here, it goes from 18,000 damage to 24,000 damage. That's a total increase of 6,000 damage, which is around 30% of our total here, and it's absolutely amazing, right? You do so much more damage, and in combination with this bad boy right here, it's much easier to land the projectile shots. This is just so much freaking fun, and I can tell you guys, this is my favorite setup right now. This is all I use. I just run around and absolutely destroy people. So this is going to be your melee and mid-range kind of playstyle craft, okay? These are the perks you want to use. Now let's talk about the more melee-oriented setup, right? Granted, keep in mind, you're still going to be using those projectiles from time to time. It's not going to be like you're 100% just going to rush in and use your melee only. That's why this build right here is my personal favorite. But that said, I am going to show you guys a setup that will make your melee damage more deadly, okay? So let's take a look at that. What you got to do is take out unstoppable force and slap on this bad boy right here, frenzy. Being in combat for an extended time increases damage, handling, and reload for this weapon for an improved duration until you are out of combat. What this will do is it will give you a 20% damage buff as long as you stay in combat. As I said, for me personally though, I like this build more. I feel like it's very strong. You have both options of melee damage, and you have amazing options for, you know, range damage, and it does a lot of damage too. So in my humble opinion, this is the perfect balance right here. So we went over the crafting. Now you know what perks are the best out of these options right here, what you want to get. But now let's talk about how the hunter makes all of this even 10 times freaking better. It's actually ridiculous what I'm gonna show you right now. First of all, the main thing you want to run is Echo of Leeching. Melee final blows start health regeneration for you and nearby allies. Yep, you heard me right. That's all you got to do. You just run in there, destroy everything, and you're just healing at all times. This is just so much fun, man. If you guys haven't tried this setup yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's 100% worth your time. And honestly, we needed something new in Destiny 2, and I feel like the glaive is exactly that. And with the whole synergy that is happening right here, and this is not even all of it, we're going to talk about everything here in a minute. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm so happy that they added this weapon to the game. The second one you can use is Echo of Undermining. Your void grenades weaken targets. Now, this is going to be perfect when you're using the glaive as a mid-range with the projectiles. So for example, you throw the grenade, you weaken them, and then you just shoot them with the projectiles, right? You're doing more damage, and the perk Unstoppable Force also kicks in, and you do even more damage. We also have Trapper's Ambush. Activate Quickfall to spend your melee charge and dive to the ground, creating a large smoke cloud on impact, which then dissipates. Targets caught in the cloud are weakened and allies are made invisible. So imagine something like this. It can be normal ads, or it can be like a mini boss, whatever. You rush in, you do the shadow dive, you weaken the enemy, you start absolutely destroying the guy, you're doing more damage thanks to the weaken, right? And then if you're in danger, you just dodge out, go invisible, and you start using your projectiles from afar. And if you want to weaken them again, then that's when you throw your grenade. There's just so much shit happening here that gives you the ability to do more damage with the glaive. But ladies and gents, once again, that's not all. Now let's take a look at the artifact. Suppressing Glaive. Damaging combatants with your glaive suppresses them, preventing them from using abilities for a short time. So pretty much what you can do is, you know, those hive dudes that have our light and whatever and think they're badass, right? You just rush them, you shadow dive, you weaken them, then you start hitting them with the glaive, and then they're just suppressed. They're not doing anything. They can't use their abilities. They're just standing there, and you're just destroying them. And it's so much fun. On top of that, when you unlock the final column right here, you can also get Energy Vampirism. Gain energy for your least charged ability when you suppress a target. You're suppressing them, and you're also getting your ability energy back. This is just crazy stuff right here. And finally, there's one more thing you can do. It's the Suppressive Darkness. But in this case, you will have to sacrifice the Suppressing Glaive. So this is kind of going to be up to you. Honestly, guys, this is currently my favorite playstyle in the game. This is all I use. I run around and absolutely destroy everything. And I'm just really having a blast. There's no reason for you guys to not try this weapon out. Just try all the little things that I told you. Trust me, you're gonna fall in love right away. It's very strong, and above all, it's a lot of fun, okay? And that's what it's all about. Having fun, creating awesome memories, and in general, just relaxing and chilling in the game, okay? If you guys did enjoy the video, and only if you did, don't forget to slap that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget those streams here on YouTube. I stream every day from Friday to Tuesday. We help a lot of people go flawless. And with Witch Queen, I feel like there's going to be a lot of new exotic quests, hopefully, and in general, a lot of hard content. And we will also be helping people get through that. I am absolutely blessed with a phenomenal community, so I would love to see every single one of you guys on stream. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, never ever forget to share that positive energy all around. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.